Nowhere is the tension more heightened now than in Seoul, capital of South Korea. Journalist Andrew Salmon joins us from there. Andrew, what's the immediate reaction in Seoul?
The immediate reaction in Seoul, I mean, the news has only just broken, is probably the usual blasé attitude to North Korean activities. For example, yesterday we had a nuclear test and a missile test. The market fell 0.2%. So the South Koreans have been living with this threat for 60 years. They tend to shrug off this kind of provocation. But I think the analysts, the experts who speak, are concerned about this because I don't think any time in recent years have we seen such a rapid escalation of provocative actions by North Korea.
Earlier, Barack Obama stated that Seoul had unequivocal, that was the word he used, unequivocal support from the USA. Is there a feeling that words perhaps now aren't enough and maybe something else needs to be done?
I think there's definitely that feeling, and something was done earlier today, and I suspect this is what, and this is pure guesswork, we don't know what the North Korean leadership is thinking. South Korea today fully joined the PSI, the Proliferation Security Initiative. This is the US-led strategy to vessels on the high seas carrying contraband, weapons, and so on. South Korea has previously been an observer to this operation, but has never actually taken part. But today, following yesterday's nuclear and missile test, the conservative government here said they will fully sign up and will take part in PSI, and I suspect that is seen as a threatening move by North Korea, and North Korea has just launched these missiles. But I add, this is speculation on my part. We really don't know what the North Korean leadership is thinking.
Difficult to know what they're thinking, given that it's a closed state, Andrew, so I think you'd be forgiven a piece of speculation there, no problem at all. The question, though, is where does this end? North Korea seems determined to continue on its course despite any kind of international outcry.
International outcry has thus far had pretty much zero effect on North Korea's behavior. The diplomatic options are limited. The economic sanctions options are limited. There is no military option on the table. They're a very, very difficult state to deal with. But we'll wait and see what the UN comes up with. And this time in the UN, most observers expect a stronger resolution because it's going to be very, very difficult for North Korea's traditional supporters, Russia and China, to attempt to tone down any action taken by the UN. But again, quite what action the UN can take to pull in a state like North Korea that does look at this point pretty limited.
So we look for developments from Russia, from China, and of course from the UN. Andrew Salmon there reporting from Seoul, South Korea. And just to remind you,